Showcase Tula. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers, Blowers, and Guns. Welcome to another episode. As you saw from my previous episode, I had my M&P 1522 from Smith & Wesson 22 long rifle plinker wrapped. I did it. It took 8 hours. I have OCD, so it kind of had overlaps, had creases, had some rips from taking optics off and on, and so I ripped it off. And now it's back to what it was originally, black polymer. Recently at the range, I tried out my Pinty $20 20 millimeter 1x optic, red dot. You know what? I'm really surprised. 20 bucks. I shot 300 rounds out of here, right? Kept zero all day long. And the red dot is actually very clear. I actually like it quite a bit. It's a plinker, so there's almost no recoil, which is why you could probably put cheap optics on a 22 long rifle, you know? Anyway, Pinty sent me another one of their optics, and I'll show it to you right now. So when you get a box that says red dot scope with no brand, you know it's probably from China. This has really good weight to it. Not that you really want it to be heavy on your gun, but what kind of scope would this be if it didn't have some substance to it? Are you ready? So this is gonna look like a very popular scope. It's not exactly a clone, but it looks exactly like a Trigicon Acog. That's what it looks like. Not exactly, because they do make Trigicon fake Acogs. You can get them on eBay or Amazon for about 60 bucks or so, and I believe they hold zero very well, and it's very well made. At least that's what I've seen the reviews on the fake Acog. Anyway, this is shaped like an Acog, but it's not exactly like it. Don't be fooled by this fiber optic thing that they have on the top here. This is only to illuminate the iron sight. So this is their iron sight. You have the rear one here and the front one there. The front one has the, I don't know if it's even fiber optic, maybe it's just a plastic tube or something, but the light illuminates it, and so basically when you look through the rear peephole, there's a red dot. But at night, you're shit out of luck. Here is the battery cover for your typical CR2032. Here's the elevation and windage settings. When you unscrew it, you use a dime or a screwdriver flathead to adjust your windage and elevation settings. This rear thing you can adjust, but you could also remove it if you wanted to too, because it's on there with like a band. You couldn't remove this, I don't think. And it has two side weaver rails or Picatinny, so you can put like a laser or flashlight. It's just kind of cool, but it just adds weight to it if you didn't want to put it on, you know. And it doesn't look like you can remove it either. I've seen a few brands that are exactly like this, and so Pinty just put their name on it. So this is a this is a 4 times, just like the Trigicon Acog, by 32 millimeter, but it's not a red dot sight. It's actually a scope. So instead of being able to look away with both eyes open, you actually have to put your eye to it, and it's very clear. It has an etched reticle, which means that you don't need it to be illuminated for you to be able to see, because it does have a reticle that's etched with the target crosshairs, and it's on there permanently, whether you have it illuminated or not. So in the daytime, you don't even need an illumination. At nighttime, it helps you to see the cross. So let's chuck a battery in here, huh? Don't you hate it when you buy shit and it doesn't come with batteries? I guess they've seen my videos. Oh, we better put a battery in there for Henry, otherwise he's gonna trash us. Yes, I am. Come on, man. How much do batteries cost? Fucking give us a battery. Shit. So I don't have to get in my car and go out and buy one. Not to mention the fact that how many places actually sell a CR2032 battery. I don't know. Does a supermarket sell it? I don't know. I thought maybe you'd have to go to damn Radio Shack to get it, and you can't even find a Radio Shack anymore. They're out of business. All right, so that's how you install the battery. If you don't know how to install the battery, stop watching this video and go back to school. All right. So in the daytime, you can barely see the red. You can also switch it to green or blue on the crosshairs. But it's very clear. Can you guys see that? It's difficult to try to match it up for you guys to see, but the crosshairs right there, it turns red, 3 settings of intensity, low, medium, and high. Then it goes to green, and then it goes to blue. So you have 3 choices of colors. Now look at this. There's the rear iron sight, right? Look at how the front part glows in red or orange, but it really glows. I mean, on the camera you probably can't see it too good, but it is actually almost illuminated. It's from the sunlight shining on the I don't know if it's fiber optic or not. It probably is, or just a piece of plastic, you know, kind of like your weed whacker string trim. That would work too. But look, see how bright that is? So for close quarter combat, I would be putting this on my 22, so there's no close quarter combat with the 22. You could just like try to stab him or something. But that's for one times, you know, close by. And then for shooting targets, you would use the scope itself. If I can find it, where is it? Son of a gun, no, I can't find it. Oh, there we go. It's hard to match up with the camera. There you go. So there you go. I'm indoors because my camera overheated because of the heat. It's hot. Anyway, so I had to place this in the very rear of the Picatinny rail, the last Picatinny rail. Why? Because I have astigmatism. And because this is a 4x scope, not a red dot, not like a 1x, you can't have it far away with both eyes open to look through it. I have to be right here to see the reticle. I'm like within 2 inches away from my eyeball for me to see it because I have astigmatism. Even the last setting here, I still have room for my fingers to charge the bolt. Now I did have to remove the rear iron sight because this is in place of it. If I had this in front of the iron sight, I wouldn't be able to see. I would have to be like over here to see, you know. So I think that this is great for a 22. It would not be good for a close quarter combat, like a 9mm carbide, because it's a 4x. You're not going to be seeing anything close that's close to you, you know. This is for like far away, 20 yards, 25 yards or so, you know. It'd be perfect for the shooting range, you know. But for a close quarter combat, a simple red dot would be fine. That Pinty one, $20. Honestly, guys, for 20 bucks, this thing holds 0 on a plinker, and the red dot is very clear. So I'm actually pretty impressed with this. I'm going to try this at the range. I can't sight it in right now because I'm not at the range, but this is pretty good. If you were to use this optic for your close quarter combat, which I wouldn't recommend because it's 4x by 32mm, you would put a flashlight and a laser on here. If you didn't put it on there, having these two things over here is just added weight. this thing actually works. Even in the at night, it's illuminated. You know. Let me show you. All right, from this angle, I could actually show you that it's illuminated. See the red? That's what the green looks like. It's a lot more brighter in person. And that's what the blue looks like. And look, if you look at the fiber optic thing on the front, look how that glows like that. So you can actually see that pretty good. So pretty good, huh? I think this would be perfect for the range, you know, to see targets up to 25, even 50 yards. Red dot is good for close quarter combat, but I don't know. I think this thing would hold zero pretty well, especially on a plinker, you know? I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested. Go to pintydevices.com. And thanks a lot for joining me on this Pinty scope. 4x by 32 millimeter. Looks kind of like an Acog, huh? Just a quick update for my New York boys. It's August 25th today. And September 3rd is the deadline for the new New York State law, gun law, where it restricts ammo purchasing online. So from now on, you need a background check to buy any ammo. I think that's pretty ridiculous. So I previously have bought ammo at Walmart, Field & Stream, wherever, gun shop. No ID, nothing. Just buy it over the counter like a bag of chips, right? Now you're going to need a background check, which means you can only buy ammo by going to a gun shop. I don't think Walmart is going to do a NICS, FBI, ATF background check on you. I don't think they have that capability. So what's Walmart going to do with all the ammo they got in stock right now, right? If you order online, which is how I used to do it, right? You can still order online, but it has to be sent to an FFL where you got to pay like $10 or $20 for the fee so they can do a NICS, ATF, FBI check on your background before they hand you over your purchase. So it just makes it harder for us. Criminals are getting shit whenever they want, but us law-abiding citizens, and I hope you're a law-abiding citizen, darling, it's just making it harder for us. But for what I heard recently is that some of the gun shops are saying that New York State doesn't have the database or anything in order for them to do all these things, right? The influx of background checks going their way, keeping track of stuff in their database. There's no software written for it because they got their thumb up their ass, you know what I mean? So I believe that deadline for buying ammo is on hold. Don't quote me on it. Leave it in the comments if you guys are really up to date on the laws, which I thought I was. But leave it in the comments. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers, Blowers, and Guns.